if he's doing like hip thrusts, what does that make you think?
I have respect for that.
Really?
Yeah, because it's rare. You do not see guys do it like training glutes ever.
Do you know what's mad? Because girls will be like, if he wanted to, he would.
Yes.
But then the guy who does,
They don't want him.
She doesn't want him. Or the guy who does, she does want.
Yeah.
They'll be like, he love bombed me. I can imagine the guy just being like, wow, like I love your curves. You're like, no, I want you to tell me that you can tell I'm 5% body fat.
Yeah,
That's what I want to hear.
Look at my abs. Do you know how hard it's
Can
taken?
you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a mum. Give me some credit. Yo guys, welcome back to another episode on my channel. I'm sitting in this spot, which means I've got a great conversation lined up for you today. You know, on this channel, we love to talk about all things dating, relationships, and seeing what we can do to attract the kind of person and relationship we want. So without further ado, please welcome Victoria to the
Hey.
show. How are you, Victoria?
I'm so good.
Yeah.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. We
That's
appreciate you. Okay. I always love to jump straight in. So first tell us your age or your age range, asking a lady her age. And one thing a guy should know about you if he wanted to take you on a date.
Okay, so I'm 31. Something to know about me.
Mm-hmm.
I literally live in the gym.
Live in the gym.
And
So no gym first dates?
no gym first dates. Oh my God, that's my biggest ick.
Really?
It is. I don't know why, but it always seems to be the first thing that a guy seems to says to me is like, oh yeah. Well, actually, it's not just a gym session. It's let's have a leg session. So I'm like,
Wow, that's specific,
do you just want to see me do squats?
They're
or
just
like, what is it?
they're just trying to do those thrusts, do
Yeah.
those squats, etc. What? I have a question actually.
Yeah.
As a woman, when you see a guy in the gym, if he's doing like hip thrusts, what does that make you think?
I have respect for that.
Really?
Yeah, because it's rare. You do not see guys do it like training glutes ever.
Nah,
Yeah.
never.
They never do them. And I'm like, why?
Well, because
We like nice butts too.
I mean, that's fair enough. That is fair. I think it's because it really is seen as like a feminine exercise
Yeah.
to work the glute, unless they be like, well, maybe he's gay.
Yeah, maybe, I guess for a guy, it's probably quite an uncomfortable one to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting because guys tend to do most of the thrusting. So who knows? You'd think that's what they practice. So yeah, you live in the gym, right? So has that ever been an issue for a guy, just like you always working out?
Not necessarily that I'm always working out. I've had exes before that didn't want me to go to the gym. Like maybe they got like insecure about it or think you're trying to look a certain way to attract other attention. That's been a thing.
Right.
But more so because like I compete, so I have to go quite a lot more than like an average person would. So I've had it before where they'd be like, oh, don't go to the gym tonight, or let's just stay at home and go out for dinner or something like that. And if I'm on prep for a competition, I can't do that.
Right. So is it more understanding? Because I guess you're doing it for a professional reason as opposed to just a kind of aesthetic, I would show myself off kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you prefer like going out on dates in comparison to like training together, or like how would you like to spend time with your partner then?
So I've actually never had a partner who like trains with me.
Right.
So, but I've always liked the idea of that. Like a lot of my friends, they've got like bodybuilder boyfriends and they go to the gym together, and it always just like, it looks really cute. Like them
wait, but you
supporting
said
each
you
other.
don't like it if guys say let's train together.
Not for a date or like
I
a
see.
first thing.
Okay, this is when you're together.
Yeah. So
Right.
in a relationship, I would like that because then it's like they understand the whole lifestyle, because like even when I'm not competing, I still go to the gym all the time. Like it's going to the gym is like brushing my teeth for me. It's just part of like my daily routine.
Sure.
So yeah, if I have somebody who doesn't go to the gym at all or anything like that, I just don't think we would align. But like, yeah, in a relationship, I would love to have that where, what is that saying? Couples that train together stay together.
Of course.
As cringe as that
Of course
is.
they say that. So because I think a lot of guys would look at you and be like, of course, if you compete, and they think, okay, well, if they're not like a bodybuilder competing themselves, then you would be interested in them. How true is that for like you and maybe other women in your space?
I don't know. Like I like somebody who goes to the gym because when I look at somebody who trains and has like a good physique, I don't just see like, oh my God, you've got muscles kind of thing. It's like, I see the hard work, the dedication, like you've got goals, you've got like ambition and things like that. And I find that part attractive.
Got you.
But in terms of like a partner, for me, I feel like I'm at the point now where I'm more about how you treat me. Can you look after me? Can you be like supportive with my goals? Like more so things like that, like personality. Obviously, looks and aesthetics does come into it, but it's not going to be like, if they don't train or don't go to gym, I wouldn't be like straight up like, no, I'm not even gonna entertain it kind of thing.
Okay. Has that changed for you over time, as in before the other stuff was more significant and important for you?
Yeah, I would say so. Like before, I would always go with bodybuilders, and then just because they go to the gym doesn't mean they're like a good person as well. So now I'm like, I want the full package. I feel like
the full package. She wants Superman.
I need it all.
She wants Superman.
I feel like I've raised the bar for myself so much now, where I'm just like, yeah, if you're not ticking these boxes, I'm out. I'm not even going to bother wasting my time.
So I hear you, Victoria, but what does the full package look like to you? Does that exist?
Yeah.
Does it?
I feel like it does. If you just don't settle until you get that.
So here's my question. How many guys have you met in your life that you say were the full package?
Oh my God, none.
So why do you think it exists?
Because I mean, if you were to ask my friends, they would say I have absolutely terrible taste in men.
In terms of what they look like, or in terms of?
No, more personalities.
Okay.
Like previously, I've loved a narcissist. So I don't have a great history of men, I can't lie.
Okay, so like what's been the typical guy you usually choose?
I've always gone for somebody who kind of love bombs at the start, who gives like all that attention, and they like draw you in, and then it just dies off, and then it's like,
in like dating or relationship? You mean dating, it just dies off?
More so relationship. So I'd end up going on a date with a guy, and then it just goes so quick that they end up being like the next boyfriend.
Okay.
So like this time, I've always just been like a relationship person, whereas this time I'm like, no, I'm just gonna focus on me, and then go on a few dates here and there, see what there is about kind of thing. And then rather than just rushing in straight with like the first person where I'm like, oh yeah, they're nice, and go with that, I'm kind of like taking more of a step back.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Because we hear a lot about women saying that they always date narcissists.
Yeah.
And it's become a bit of a pattern.
Okay.
So like, for example, like, would you say you don't have to say anything you don't want to, but would you say your ex, would you class him as a narcissist?
Maybe traits.
Okay. Were you with him? Were you with him long?
2 years.
See, if you're with a narcissist, I don't think you could be with him for 2 years.
So you say that, but the one before, oh my God, he would admit that he was. And he would say, I think I need help. And then he'd be like, oh no, because I kind of need to be like that for my job anyway.
What did he do?
He was a salesman.
So what was narcissistic about him?
Oh my God, everything. So everything, he would create like a scenario, and I'd be like, that didn't happen like that. And I would have to come up with like receipts of like, no, you didn't say that, or I didn't say that. And I'd have to go back through text messages to prove to him, like, that's not what happened. That's not the situation.
That's definitely gaslighting for sure.
Yeah. Oh my God, he was the biggest gaslighter, and would twist everything. So everything was always my fault, and I was crazy. A lot of double standards going on as well. So like, that he would be in a situation, I'd be like, I'm not really comfortable with that. And then he'd be like, oh, well, do you not trust me? And all these things. And then say a guy liked a picture of mine where I've done nothing, just some guys liked my picture. Oh, well, you're doing this, and this. And I'm like, hang on a second, you fully gave your number to somebody and you said I was crazy.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's inappropriate for sure.
But a guy liking my picture, I'm now a problem? Like,
was he have an issue because it was like it was who liked your picture, or did he have an issue with the picture itself?
Oh no, it'd just be any guy that likes it.
But like, how many followers do you have on Instagram?
Like 13,000.
Most of those are going to be guys.
Yeah.
Like guys who are thirsty. Like let's
Yeah.
be real. Let's keep it real, right?
Yeah.
Most of the guys are going to be guys who are like thirsty after you anyway, right?
Yeah.
So you can't get mad at every guy who likes your photo.
Yeah, or if somebody commented on one and it was maybe like a bit more personal, then he'd be like, oh, you must be talking to them. You must be doing this. So I was always like on edge of if somebody liked something or if they replied to a story,
Yeah.
I would instantly be like, oh my God, shit's going to hit the fan now. So I would have to like say, oh, this person's just commented on this post. This person's just done this.
Right. All right. So what attracted you to him in the first place?
So he was actually a friend first.
Mm-hmm.
So we were really close, literally as friends. And then like down the line, eventually I became single and then he'd said, oh, I'd always actually really liked you.
Obviously.
So then it kind of went from there and I was like, felt like, oh, you're a safe space because you've actually been a friend for so long.
Yeah.
And then it just gradually kind of happened from there. But he was like almost as well like my shoulder to cry on after coming out of like a relationship. So it was like the typical, I look back now and I just cringe at myself so much because it was so obvious.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This okay. He had a lot of insecurity and I understand why. Did you meet when you met as friends? Were you single?
No.
So you met as friends, you were already in a relationship, and
Yeah.
then when you became single for the first time, you guys got together.
Yeah.
Okay. How long were you friends for?
Oh God, I don't even know. Maybe like a year, something like that.
Okay. So a lot of guys will be a friend when really they like you, right?
It's like they're waiting.
He literally was. I'm going to be completely real with you, Victoria. Just because of how you look, you probably can't really have that many male friends, if any.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I've
gonna be honest with
realized
you.
that.
You
Yeah.
can't. Like, the more attractive a woman is, the less male friends she. I'll be honest. I don't really think men and women can be friends unless he doesn't find the woman attractive.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
And so like unless he's like he wouldn't be physical with her, like he wouldn't sleep with her.
Yeah.
And I think because he started as a friend and maybe he saw who your ex was, if he felt he didn't measure up, he probably felt he had to be more protective over you, especially if you're out and about, you're like this fitness influencer, all this stuff. He understands the kind of men that are going to be around you. Was he a bodybuilder?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What is it like dating in the industry? Like, are people, mix and matching? Is it like musical chairs? Like, oh my gosh, these two are together, now these two, and now they split up.
It can be a bit like that.
Incestuous.
I've never gone with like the kind of ones that everybody knows about.
Yeah.
I've always kind of ended up dating people that like no one knows for that reason.
Okay.
But yeah, you do kind of see like the couples hop around and it's a bit like, oh, okay.
Yeah, of course. Have you ever dated anyone who wasn't in that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And how did they find it looking from the outside in, especially for you? Because I guess anyone who doesn't know, they just see these incredibly in shape people half naked all the time.
Yep.
Right? So if they didn't get it, they'd be like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I think it is a real eye opener. So like my last ex, he was actually quite supportive of me to like doing my shows and things like that. He was probably one of the first guys I'd been with who he supported the preps. He would come to my shows and be like for it. And he was very much just like, well, it makes you happy, so you do what you need to do.
First.
But yeah, I think other people would maybe be a bit like, this is too much. Like I've had exes in the past when I first ever got into it and first got into like fitness modeling, who when they initially start talking to you, they're like, oh my God, you look amazing. Like, I love that you do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then the insecurities creep in and they'd be like, oh, I've got a shoot this weekend. And they'd be like, oh, I don't really feel comfortable with you doing it. And then I would gradually like lose myself and stop doing it. So now I'm very much like, no, this is what I do. Like it or lump it. Like if you don't like it, then it can't be a thing.
I hear you. I'm going to give the floor to you. There were some things that maybe you want to talk about, bring to conversation today. So what do you want to chat about?
Okay. So yeah, like a lot of my clients come to me and they say like they want to go to the gym and they want to get in shape, but their boyfriends won't let them, or they don't like it because of they think they're going there to get attention from other people.
Yeah.
So why is that a thing?
It's because, okay, if we're going to be completely real.
Yeah.
If a girl like works on her girl or guy who works on their fitness,
Yeah.
and they start attracting other people, which will naturally happen.
Yeah.
That's what that is. So like, for example, I've seen it where if a guy and girl, if they're just like both very normal, but he starts leveling up in his fitness and she doesn't, she feels a type of way. I think maybe it's been less controlling. She's not been like, you're not allowed to, but she starts to seek a lot more reassurance from him.
Yeah.
Right? Because if he's becoming more attractive, if he's catching eyes from girls that maybe he wasn't before. Because the thing is, to get to a relationship, I think, you tell me, as a woman, you're already thinking about, with a guy that you like, what other girls are there? You know, there's that competitive spirit or that mind like, oh, does he like somebody else? Then when you get the relationship, it's kind of like, okay, cool. Everyone I thought was a competition, I outbeat them. I've got the guy, he's mine. Yeah. Then he starts leveling up, attracting more women. You're like, this is a whole new, it can feel like a whole new plethora of women you now have to compete with for your man. And so I think for a lot of women, the way it manifests in women is that they start seeking a lot of reassurance from him. And then if he's like not texting as fast and all of this stuff, she starts to get in her head.
Yeah.
And I think for guys, it's like they want to protect the exposure.
Yeah, I guess so. But I think that comes from a lot of like people's own insecurities.
Yep.
And I think I'm very much like, well, that's a them problem. Rather than, so like if somebody came to me and they started to get insecure about like me going to the gym or whatever, I'd be like, well, if you're worried about me, like for me, that's not a thing. But if you're worried about me getting in shape because somebody else might swoop in or whatever,
thing is,
then why don't you better yourself to be that person?
Right? I hear you. I completely hear you. But that could happen though. Like, it's absolutely possible that one partner gets into better shape. Yeah. She gets attention from a guy that she maybe never attracted before. That she's like, wow, he's pretty amazing. And then she leaves him. That happens.
Yeah, it happens. But again, I think then that person wasn't their person anyway. But yeah, I think you should like, in a couple, you should be like leveling up together.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Do you think it's the same as when, like, for example, when a guy starts becoming very successful? So like, imagine like she, you know, a girl's with a guy, she knows his circles and everything. And then let's say he suddenly explodes in success. And now he's earning really good money. He's getting invited to these events. He's meeting all these other people, guys and girls. Do you think that's like the equivalent of like a guy becoming super successful?
Yeah, probably. But then again, with the same thing, I would then say to the girl, then she needs to step up. Because I feel like a lot of girls, they want this successful guy, but then when that happens, they're then like, oh, well, what about me? And it's like, well, if he's going up here, then you need to come up as well. You can't expect him to like pull himself down because you're not doing anything. Because again, I feel like that's them then projecting their insecurities.
Yeah.
Whereas if they were like working on themselves as well, they wouldn't then have that insecurity because they're like, well, I'm on my shit too.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, ultimately it's true. When you've established a relationship and if someone starts leveling up in a way, they are evolving to potentially, they are becoming another version of themselves.
Yeah.
Whether that version is still right for the relationship or not, remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think is like the main insecurity that women have in a relationship in regards to their guy? And I'll share what guys might have.
Yeah, I think it would probably be them going off and looking at other women, or actually one that my friends always say about is guys liking other girls' pictures. Or one, actually, I was having a conversation yesterday with a client where her boyfriend doesn't like her wearing certain things.
Yep.
But all the pictures of girls he likes are wearing these kind of things.
Yes.
And it's like, she's petty. So she's like, right, well, I saw you like that girl's picture, so I'm going to wear similar. Because clearly you like, why are you liking it? Is it because you like her outfit?
I hear you. So one, I just think flat out, I don't think guys should like girls pick like half naked
Yeah.
photos, whatever. I know it's a lot of validation for girls and they like it. I just don't think guys should do it.
Yeah.
So because that girl that he's liking her photo, who's maybe posting something half naked provocative, he would never take her seriously.
Yeah. No.
It's the whole thing of, because just being completely real, guys separate girls into two categories, right?
Yeah.
Girl who's casual, girl I take seriously.
Yeah.
The girl who's casual, right, who he wouldn't invest in long term, she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
I'll even like it.
Yeah.
But that's not going to be my woman. That's not
Yeah.
going to be the mother of my kids.
Yeah.
That's not be the woman who's going to be my arm. Because it's like, okay, if half the world has seen this woman naked and I'm bringing her to an event with me, half the guys have seen what I see on a Friday night.
Yeah.
If he's not taking you seriously, he doesn't care.
Yeah, that's so true.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I do have a thing, because that's come up about guys liking girls' photos. So I agree, but then what I would say is this. If a girl doesn't like a guy liking photos of other women of certain photos, she can't post those photos herself.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And if she does, then she can't complain about him liking a girl's photo. Like, whatever she posts, she has to be okay with him liking other girls' photos of the same vein.
Yeah, but then why are you looking at another girl in that way as opposed to looking at your girlfriend in that way?
Well, I guess the question would be, why are you posting those kind of photos?
Yeah,
if it's not for professional reason,
true. Yeah, that's very
why
true.
are you?
Yeah, that is true.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Victoria, and I've asked girls this: if they post those kind of photos and they're in a relationship,
yeah,
they have hardly any, if not any, photos of them and their boyfriend on their Instagram.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. When I'm with somebody, I'm like, I want to spam it.
Yeah. That's
and
good.
Then I'm like, yeah, look at me and my boyfriend. And then if the boyfriend then won't do it, I'm like, well, why won't you share pictures? I'm like,
well, it's different. It depends. If he has a following like you,
yeah.
If he posts, I guess if he's a bodybuilder, so I guess he
Yeah.
probably posts similar kind of content. So that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But because I think anyone who, especially for girls, because the thing is, guys and girls, they get each other in different ways, right?
Yeah.
The masculine pursues, but the feminine invites.
Yes.
So if you have a girl who's posting like half naked photos on her Instagram and she's not demonstrated to have a man in her life,
yeah,
it looks like she's advertising that she's available.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
that's what guys don't like.
Yeah.
They go, well, if you're with me, you need to stop advertising that you're available.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why they become territorial over it. Equally, I understand as a woman why you hate when a guy likes a girl's photo, because it's like, you're giving her validation on her looks. I completely understand. You might find other women attractive, but don't publicly give her validation.
Yeah.
The only person who should give that, of course, it's disrespectful, right? The only person who he should give that to publicly is you.
Yeah.
Equally, he's like, the only person you should be showing your body off to is me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that.
And that's what guys don't like it. So I think, how does that work within your industry? Do they just get it? Or have you found guys within your industry become a bit issues with like photo shoots, you posting certain things?
Yeah, I don't think guys in the industry have a problem with it because they know it's just work, basically. So it's not like, and I think it's different because they don't necessarily just see like the body. It's like the hard work that's gone into that.
They know what's gone into it.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Especially when it comes to like competing, because we're getting our bodies to like such an extreme condition.
Yes.
Like, say for example, it's really gross, but the closer we get to a show, you end up getting like all veins on your arms and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then people comment, they don't necessarily comment on the rest of your body. They're like, oh my God, look how vascular you are. And it's like, that's sick. That's really cool that you've got to like that level of conditioning. So it's like, you're looking at the body in like a non-sexualized way.
Yeah, you're looking at it in a performance craft kind of way, as opposed to, oh, this is really sexy or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Do you prefer that? Do you prefer a guy to look at your photos, look at you and be like, wow, I see the work she's done in like a craft way? Or do you want them to look at you and be like, oh yeah, she's sexy?
No, definitely in like like the work that's gone into it kind of thing.
Interesting.
Because it's like, we've starved ourselves, like put ourselves through absolute hell to get into that condition.
I can imagine a guy just being like, wow, like I love your curves. You're like, no, I want you to tell me that you can tell I'm 5% body fat. That's what I want to hear.
Look at my abs. Do you know how hard it's
Can
taken?
you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a mum. Give me some credit.
Literally,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Which is, to be fair, like seriously, fair play to you.
Yeah.
There was something I was gonna ask. Oh yeah. Do you find you get more attention from guys in your on season or your off season? When you're like really cutting, really prepping for a competition,
I don't
or when
really
you're
know,
like...
to be fair. Do you know what's really funny is because everybody always assumes I get loads of attention from guys, and I don't at all. And I was speaking to somebody the other day about it, a guy, and they were like, "It's probably because you look intimidating, so they don't even bother to try to talk to you because of it."
You're gonna beat him up.
I don't know. Maybe,
No.
maybe I have bigger shoulders. I don't know.
She's just broader than me, bro. I can't hack a woman just broader than me. That's it.
Yeah, like my Instagram, I get more attention from girls than guys on there.
Do you mean likes or do you mean messages?
Both. I don't get
Really?
messages. Yeah, I don't get messages. I get like story likes, but not messages. Yeah.
It's so funny. It's that everyone thinks the same thing, so nothing happens. Everyone thinks that you're getting so much attention, so they're like, I'm just gonna leave
They're
it
just like, I'm not
alone.
gonna bother. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you ever see that? Do you ever think that with guys that you see, you go, oh, you must be getting so much, and actually they're not?
Yeah, actually. So I know someone who, that's a really tricky one, who from the outside, they are like beautiful. You would assume they are getting
Guy or girl?
Guy.
Right.
Inundated with messages.
Yeah.
And they don't at all, and they're actually really insecure. And from the outside, you'd think they're a bit of a dickhead and a bit arrogant, but they are the nicest person you could ever meet.
Interesting.
Just blessed with insane genetics, and yeah.
I mean, would you not ever go there? She would.
I don't want that edge.
She would. To be fair, you didn't say his name, so we have no idea who you're talking about. But if you're watching, bro, this is your green light. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, no, I hear that. I saw this. No, but I had some conversation with a mentor of mine. She's like really big in the space and content creation space.
Yeah.
And she was saying to me about how it's a thing where there's like boyfriend good looking for a girl, where it's like a guy who is good looking enough that you find him attractive, but you can't find him more attractive than you. Like if a girl wants to have like, just have fun and just meet people, she'll choose the really, really hot guy. But if she wants like a boyfriend, that's the lot. She wouldn't go for him. She'd go for a guy who's like a little bit less attractive.
Okay.
Is that a thing? You ever thought about that? Like,
I don't know, because I had at like my last competition, I was talking to like one of the tanning girls about guys. It wasn't that long after I'd like split up with my ex.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, see, you need an ugly guy. And I was like, what, why? And she was like, because he will worship the ground that you walk on. And she's like, if you have a guy who is beautiful, he's not going to give a shit because he's used to having girls like you. But she's like, if you go with an ugly guy, he is going to be so obsessed with you and treat you like the absolute princess, being like, oh my God, she's with me. Like, is that a thing? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I guess that does make sense. Yeah. Because if you're the kind of girl that he feels he could never ever get, then he's going to be like, I need to, pour everything into this girl and really, show her and make it worth her while.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas, if I guess dealing with attractive women all the time, like her looks isn't going to make you treat her great.
Yeah.
And I think there's pros and cons to both, because if a guy, let's take the guy who is more average looking.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Maybe less attractive. And let's say it's like, he does worship the ground you walk on. Right.
Yeah.
But he's only doing that because of how you look.
Yeah.
Because he could never get a girl like you.
Yeah.
Period. Maybe it's like a fluke. Right. But that means if by some miracle he attracts another woman who's as attractive as you are, I don't think you can trust him.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it's like his level of investment in you is down to your looks, because he's like, I can't get another one.
Level.
But if it's like, oh, I can get another one, and I've only been with one, I may not be able to get with another one again. I don't know. Maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Whereas a guy who's used to being with really attractive women, and he chooses you, you know it's not because of your looks.
Yeah, that's true. And that's definitely...
It's everything else.
Yeah, that's what I want going forward. Like, I actually hate it when somebody's just like, say you're messaging someone, and yeah, obviously it's nice when they're giving you compliments, but then if that's all they're talking about is how you look, it's like, okay, this is boring now.
Yeah.
Like, can we have like a bit more of like a deeper, more meaningful conversation, or like, I have a brain in there too.
Yeah. But the irony is, Victoria, that the guy who's not going to choose you just for your looks is also the guy who is not going to worship the ground you walk on.
Yeah.
What would you rather?
I don't know. I want it all.
Oh, there's no such thing, Victoria. I'm sorry.
There might be.
If you've never met him,
not yet. But I haven't met every guy yet.
Where does this idea come? Where does this man with all these, where does this come from?
I don't know. I just feel like, so I've settled a lot, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna settle. And then I've been shown like the next standard up of like how someone can treat you, and I'm like, okay, cool. But then there will still be some things. So I'm like, right.
No one's perfect,
so
Victoria.
I want that, but then I want the other stuff too. No, I know no one is perfect, but I want somebody who is willing to like, almost like, obviously all couples are going to have arguments and stuff, but somebody who's mature enough to be like, right, okay, we're arguing about this, let's fix it together and go from there.
What have you experienced?
God, what haven't I experienced?
So when you say about conflict, how have the guys you've been with, how have they handled conflict within the relationship?
Either just shut it down, or just been like, oh, I'm not talking about this anymore. Or like, say I would bring up an issue with somebody like, okay, I don't agree with this, or this has bothered me. And they can then be like, okay, I hear you, and explain it. But they never do that. They're just like, oh, here she goes again. Like, they just shut it down rather than listen to it and try to understand where you're coming from, or try to like fix it, kind of thing.
Was it like that from the beginning?
No.
So it shifted over time?
Yeah.
Why do you think it shifted?
I don't know, because I feel like obviously when you first meet someone, everybody puts their best out and they show their best.
Yeah.
But I've realized people can only hold that for maybe like a few months, and that's when it gradually starts to slip and things then start to change. Like, one of my exes, when I first got with him, one of his big things was like, oh, your feelings are valid, like, and things like that. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. You're mature. This is great. And then situations would come up and I would say, not really comfortable with that. And they'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to do it anyway. So then I would sit there and be like, but you said my feelings were valid, so clearly they're not. And they would be like, oh no, just on this occasion, they're not.
I understand. I completely get you. So here's the thing. Both things can be true. Your feelings can be valid.
Yeah.
But he may still decide to do that.
Yeah.
Because like, just because you feel that I don't want you to do this, that doesn't mean that he has to not do it just because you feel that way.
Yeah, no, I totally
Because it wouldn't be fair
that.
for him to be like, I don't feel like you should do this. It wouldn't be fair for you to be like, cool, well, anything you feel, I'm not going to do. That's not fair.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
Whereas the guy who's going to worship you is going to be like, whatever you say, babe.
Yeah.
The reason I asked this is because I think we have to be careful to think that, because relationships go through transitions all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I think we have to be careful to be like, oh, this person wasn't real in the beginning and then I saw their true colors later.
Yeah.
Because of course our romantic partner, they're the ones who's going to trigger us the most.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think, and the reason I ask is because if he's the kind of man that you found attractive because he's confident, he's a go-getter, etc.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, there's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah.
So everything that you find that's a strength of a guy, there's another side to that coin that you'll see as a weakness.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example. The guy who is like a go-getter, confident, you're like, I like this kind of man. He makes things happen.
Yeah.
He lives life on his terms. That's very attractive because I know he can provide a foundation for me.
Yeah.
When you want him to not do something, he's going to be like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of man that I am. That's the other side of the coin. Equally, the guy who's just gonna be like, whatever you feel, babe, I will placate to that 100%.
Yeah.
But the weakness of that, you're probably not going to respect him that much. And I don't think you'll be attracted to him that much.
Yeah, no, because then they're like a pushover.
Exactly.
But I think it depends on the situation though as well. So it's like, like my one that I was talking about, they came to me with a situation that they knew was not going to be okay.
Right.
Straight up knew, which is why they were like, okay, I need to talk to you about something. I was like, right, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
And they were like, how do you feel about it? I was like, not 100% to be completely honest.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so why did you even ask? Because I would have rathered them say, I'm doing this. And I'd have been like, okay, cool.
No, you wouldn't have.
Not like, okay, cool. I'd have been like, oh, okay. But
no, you
to
wouldn't have
then
rather
say,
do that. I don't think so.
Ask about it and then say, how do you feel about it?
I think that's the mature thing to do. I'll be honest, right? If there was something that I knew that I needed to do, and I knew that my girlfriend, who I'm on with, wasn't going to like it, I'd be like, hey, this is going to happen. How do you feel?
Yeah.
She'd be like, I don't like it, etc. Cool. Completely understand that, babe. But I still need to do it anyway.
Yeah. I think it depends on what it is, though.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Depends. I get it. Depends on what it is.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm bringing all this up is because you can have anything you want, but you can't have everything you want.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And I know you say on this situation, but I think, and guys do this with girls too sometimes.
Yeah.
I think sometimes women can be like, I like the confident alpha guy.
Yeah.
But I want him to be the beta when it suits me.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Oh, I love the security and validation the beta guy gives me. But I want him to be like the confident go-getter, put me in my place when it suits me. You're not going to get that.
Oh, yeah, I don't like being put in my place.
Oh, really? Not even a little bit?
Depends on the situation, but yeah.
Don't you need a guy who you know can stand up to you?
Yeah, but I'm so chill. I don't really.
You do come across quite chill.
Do anything like I'm literally in the gym. If I'm not in the gym, I'm at home probably napping because I'm tired or working.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a very difficult question. You don't have to answer this.
Oh no, okay.
What would, if I was sat down with your ex?
Yeah.
What would he say wasn't a complaint about you?
Wasn't a complaint or was a complaint?
As in, like, what would he say? Like, oh, she was like this with me and I didn't like it.
And
I'll share, to help you feel better, I'll share one of me that maybe my ex would probably say about me. Maybe I'm exposing myself.
I don't actually know. Because
or were you perfect? Were you perfect?
No. Our ending was quite a tricky one, to be fair. It was quite a sad one.
Okay.
So it wasn't even like...
I didn't mean how you end. I mean just like throughout the relationship.
Well, no, because it was actually super, super chill.
Okay.
There would just be like, he would just do stupid shit. Like he would, like, for example, he would say like, oh, I'm going to go out and I'll be back around like whatever time. And I'd be like, okay, cool. Do you need me to make you dinner? And he'd be like, yeah, I'll be back for dinner. And then he wouldn't be. So then when he'd come back, I'd be like, I would say something like, oh, so much for being back, time for dinner. And then he would say like a shitty thing back, and then that could sometimes escalate.
Right.
And then it would be like, I would be like, just don't say you're going to do something if you're not going to do it. Like, I don't care. If you're saying you're going out, you're going to be out all night, you're not coming back till tomorrow. Cool. I don't care.
Yep.
But don't say you're going to be back at whatever time and then not be back at that time. Or if you're then not going to be back at that time, just communicate.
I completely agree.
Because otherwise, I'm a warrior. So I would be like, I wouldn't even be there being like, oh my God, he's gone off with this girl, he's gone off with that girl. Because I'm quite secure in myself. And I'm very much like, well, if they were doing that, then I don't want them anyway.
True.
So it would be more like, shit, are you okay? Have you crashed, or like has something happened? Or I would panic in that sense.
Yeah.
Or I would get pissed off that I've made food and then they're not there for it.
Which is completely justified. But if you're saying that you're a warrior, you're like, what happened? But you said the first thing you said to him was, so much for coming back for dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, because
So that's not the energy he's getting from you.
In that sense, I was pissed off because I'd made food.
100%. And the thing is, you're completely justified, of course.
Yeah.
If you're loving this episode and these kinds of conversations, then I want to give you something. We recently launched the Kits Angels community. This is a sisterhood for women who are tired of what the dating scene has given them and are ready to take their love lives to the next level. It's a space for you as a woman to not be alone in your journey to love, where we learn, talk, and share our experiences as part of a strong sisterhood, with some leadership and guidance from yours truly, of course. Not to mention never before seen videos from me on how I've led dozens of women to meeting great men. And so as a thank you for watching this episode, I'm giving you a month's membership completely complimentary on me. Just click the Kits Angels link below, and when you join the group, message me the code phrase Angels Podcast and I will pay for your membership. Now back to the episode.
But I'm saying, you're saying that you're a warrior and that was the energy that you have.
Yeah.
But that's not the energy you met him with.
Yeah, no, I was pissed off at that point.
And you're completely justified being pissed off, annoyed,
Yeah.
especially when you've made the effort to make him dinner.
Yeah, because I'd be like, I wouldn't
100%.
care. I just wouldn't wait. And because I waited up for him to come home
Yep.
to have food, obviously, I'm a gym girl. I like to eat. So I'm like, I try and plan this around my workouts and stuff like that. And I'd be like, I would have just eaten on my own. Like, it's cool. But
Sure. So
I
did you
now
ever
feel like
did you
a
ask him
dick
why?
waiting. Oh, yeah, it's always just, I just didn't think. That was the most irritating thing.
That's fair enough.
His answer
Come
was
on, bro. You have to do better
always,
than that.
honestly, that's what I mean. It was just stupid shit. So like, yeah, the
what would they
ending
say?
the reason we ended was like, it was something like, it was to do with the kids. So we could never like get past that.
Okay.
But we would argue over the most stupidest things.
So, and I have to hold you to task. What would he say about you? What would he be like?
Probably that I nag too much. Like stuff like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Or he'd be like, it would be things like if he'd gone out and had said like he'd be home at a certain time or whatever, his thing would be like, well, I'm coming back to you regardless at some point. And I'd be like, yeah, I know that. But just don't say you're gonna
I think that's justified.
be home at a time and then you're not.
Yeah.
Like, because it would just irritate me. So then it would get to a point where he'd be like, oh, I'm only going to be out for a couple of hours. And I'd be like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. And like in a joke.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, oh, no, don't be like that. And I'd be like, I'm joking. Like,
Yeah, but
I'm
Victoria,
not going to
you're being passive aggressive. You know that.
Yeah. But
Let's
I'm
be
not being
real.
like, I just wouldn't, if he says he's going to be a couple of hours, I know that man, he would go, like he would just chat to everyone and anyone. So, you know, if like he was always late, whatever. So it'd be like, you say you're going to be a time. I know you're not going to be that time.
So I hear you. And I want you to know everything you're saying, feelings completely justified.
Yeah.
And I say, and what I'm about to say is because I think this is something that I found with guys, right?
Yeah.
Like with their girlfriends, when it comes to getting ready, they always take way longer than they say they're going to.
Oh, yeah.
And the first time it happens, it really pisses us off.
Really?
It's like 100%. Because if you're coming to if we're going to an event, let's say you come to an event,
Yeah.
let's say it's like, I'm an actor, right? So let's say it's like a premiere.
Yeah.
Film starts at 7:30. We need to leave by 6:15.
Yeah.
We don't leave till 7.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you're
No,
getting ready.
that would annoy me. I'm funny about stuff like that too.
Or like, for example, I say, okay, I'm going to come pick you up at 6. I need to
Yeah.
be ready by 6, right?
Yeah.
You're not ready till 6:45. A lot of girls,
Yeah.
that's the thing. And it really annoys guys. But then what guys do, they go, cool, I know that's just a thing about her.
Yeah.
So if I want her ready by 6, I need to tell her 5.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that
If I
was my
tell her-
ex.
Right?
That was
100%.
him.
But here's what I'm saying, right? And it's a generalization, but I think this is what I think guys just think that, okay, this is what she's like. So instead of getting pissed off at it every time this happens,
Yeah.
I'm just going to adapt because I know this is just what she's like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because imagine if like a guy, let's say he's had this experience, right? And he comes to
Yeah.
you, you're dating you, right? And then you're like, yeah, I'll be ready by 6. And you're like, well, you're probably not going to be. You're like, whoa. Where's this energy coming from?
Yeah.
Why are you giving me this energy?
Yeah.
Whatever happened before happened before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And so I think like, if with him, and if you were like, he says I'm going to be a couple of hours, I think you making a joke like, yeah, okay, you'll probably be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
if you do it playfully, I think that's fine. You're kind of being serious. But if you do it
Yeah.
passive aggressively, that's, he's gonna be like, oh, she's coming for me, and I've not even done anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I completely get you. What's one thing you think guys get wrong about you?
I don't know. That's a really tricky one.
No?
I don't really know what they like would assume or think. I don't know. Probably that I get a lot of attention. That's always something that's like, it's not really a thing. Or even like if I was to get it, like it doesn't phase me kind of thing. Like I know a lot of people like to get that external attention, but like when I'm with someone, I'm very much like I hyper focus into that person. I'm so obsessed with that person.
Yeah, but you have to like them first, don't you?
Yeah. That I just then have like the blinkers on with that.
So how does a guy? Yeah, you don't have to share this, but how?
Yeah.
If a guy generally goes, oh, like she looks really cool. I like her energy. She takes care of herself. I'd like to get to know her. How? I guess for you guys, how would he approach you that you'd be open to it?
Just be normal. I don't know. Yeah, just actually start like a conversation. Like take interest in like what I do, or even just ask questions about what I do, and yeah, just more surface level stuff. Then I hate it when people just fire in like, oh my god, you're so fit, or like stupid shit like that. It's instantly I'm like, okay. Yeah, just more like to actually have a conversation and ask questions about just life in general. And
what's something did you have anything else you wanted to bring to the table?
I don't know.
Into conversation?
I don't know.
Anything like your girls, or you're like, what the hell? Why do guys do this?
I don't know. One that somebody said about actually was like, when they leave you on red for however long. Like, why is that a thing?
Have you ever left a guy on red?
No, see, I'm a really quick texter, and sometimes I feel like maybe I need to slow it down because maybe they feel like I chat too much. I don't know. I'm just like, if I'm on my phone and they text, I'll just reply, because I can't ever be bothered with the whole thing of like, okay, no, I'm going to play it cool. I'm going to wait a few hours before I reply.
Yeah. I think he could just be busy.
Yeah.
And it's like he sees the message, but he can't respond, especially if he wants to give thought to the message.
Okay, yeah,
right?
that's a good one.
Because here's the thing as well. In the beginning, when guys are messaging as well, they're trying to get the balance of showing interest, but not being a creep, as well as gauge if you like them, how much you like them.
Okay.
So it actually takes a lot of mental energy to continue and carry a conversation with a girl you're interested in the beginning, because he knows you're just seeing how he shows up. You're assessing him.
Yeah.
So you're very chill. So you just respond and you probably don't even think about it that much.
Yeah.
He's thinking about every single message.
Really?
100%.
I didn't think
especially if he
guys
finds you very attractive.
I had never thought guys put that much thought into it.
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Yeah. In the beginning, yeah. Because he's interested in you, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I want her to think I'm cool. I want her to like me.
Yeah.
So sometimes if you're texting back and forth, and then, depending what you're talking about, especially if it gets a bit spicy, a bit flirty, he might be testing the waters. He's like, okay, I don't know how far I can go. I don't know if she's as attracted to me yet. I don't know where she's at. And so it can take a lot of mental capacity. Like, I'd say the similar thing is like, I'd say it's like getting turned on for men and women is quite different.
Yeah.
Guys, they can just get turned on in the moment.
Yeah.
You just start kissing, cool. Seduction for women, it doesn't start from when you kiss. It starts from the text that morning.
Yeah.
It starts
Literally.
from, I'm looking forward to seeing you. It continues from when he sees you, like, wow, you look amazing today. It starts from him opening the door for you.
Yeah.
And then in the evening, that's when that happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So for him, getting turned on doesn't take that much mental energy, that mental preparation, feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
Generally, correct me if I'm wrong, for a lot of women, there's a process.
Oh my God, yeah, no,
It
definitely.
takes mental energy to get to a point where you feel you can open yourself up
Yeah.
to a man.
Yeah, definitely.
Same thing with messaging for guys.
Oh.
For you, you're just messaging, cool, chill.
Yeah.
For him, it takes mental energy to make sure it's going in the right direction that he wants it to go.
I never knew guys put that much thought into it
100%.
at all.
Now you know.
Yeah, I always thought guys were I thought guys were the more chill ones, where they're just like if my friends are like, oh, he hasn't texted back, and I'd be like, oh, he's probably doing whatever. But I didn't think they would actually be like that back.
Yeah, like it can be that. He can just be busy.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I mean is like, it might be like, for example, it's because he's busy that he's not just going to reply off the cuff.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I need to dedicate at least a few minutes just to think about what I'm saying here, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
But also as well, I think this is a big generalization, but I feel like a lot of girls, I've talked to a lot of girls where they'll have like close girlfriends they'll talk to every day.
Yeah.
Back and forth. This is going on, this is happening, whatever. Guys, we're not like that with our friends.
Yeah.
We're not messaging all day, every day like that. It'll be, we'll either message because of something that's going on. So like, yo, did you see this? Or this just happened.
Yeah.
Or we're arranging to see each other, right? When are we next meeting? What are we doing? When are we next working together?
Yeah.
So guys don't chat just to chat.
Okay,
So if you think you're already texting your girlfriends, like, let's say on average, 3-4 hours a day more than most men, you accumulate that over months and years, your experience in texting and just thinking off the cuff of something great is going to be leagues above his.
Yeah, that's so true.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're used to doing that with your friends.
Like that, yeah.
So on top of that, you're like, you know, you're expert level messaging.
Yeah.
He's intermediate, trying to show he's expert level, but still make the right impression.
Yeah. And the girls have the group chat to put messages in to be like, what do I reply? Right, reply this quick.
Do girls do that?
Oh my God, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah.
Wow. Like really
if they like somebody, yeah. Not always.
That's interesting.
But yeah, say if there is like, and we have names for guys as well, like we make up names.
I can imagine.
So it's never their actual name. It will be, I don't know, say, I can't even think of anything off the top of my head, but we'll think of some sort of name for them. Right. And that's what becomes their name in the group chat.
It'll be like blue suit guy.
Yeah, literally you're like, I don't know, blue trainers text me earlier or something as little as that. And then they all know instantly who it is and they know the vibe and everything.
That's so funny. Why do you assign them nicknames?
I don't know.
Is it like a save in case someone finds the chat or?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what. It's just always been a thing.
It's part of the story.
Yeah.
It's part of the story.
Yeah.
I think, do guys do that? No, I don't think we do, you know.
No.
I don't think we have nicknames. No. I think we have, I think because maybe guys are very visual.
Yeah.
So like, if they're talking about a girl, obviously he'll like show him.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, okay, they do have names.
Oh no, here we go.
So they'll have names. Oh no.
I feel like guys' names are going to be really derogatory as well.
Well, it's more about, it's more about like her stats.
Okay, what would go into the stats?
So
now
like,
I'm intrigued.
So it'd be like, okay, so for example, maybe she's like, they're talking about Victoria. Fitness girl.
Oh yeah, that's what we'd have like gym guy or something like that. Yeah.
Like, but it'll be like, they wouldn't say fitness girl, it'd be like gym bod.
Oh, okay.
Or it'd be like gym baddie.
Okay.
Or it might be like curvy thing.
Got ya. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's more visual descriptors is what I should say.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas yours is probably more like storytelling.
Just a random shit. Yeah, like one of my friends, one of them is clingy guy.
Oh my, bro, no one wants to be that guy.
No one wants to be that guy. Yeah, no.
What's the difference between a guy? What's the difference? I have a theory. You tell me.
Okay.
What is the difference between a guy just showing a lot of interest up front and then him being clingy?
I think it solely comes down to how much the girl likes them.
100%. That's what I was going to say.
Because if the girl is into them, they want them to be clingy.
100%.
But if the girl's not that into them and they're clingy, they're like, oh no.
So
it's so toxic.
Yeah, and do you know what's mad? Because girls will be like, if he wanted to, he would.
Yes.
But then the guy who does
They don't want him.
She doesn't want him. Or the guy who she does want,
Yeah.
they'll be like, he love bombed me.
Yeah.
You can't win, guys. You can't win with these women. You can't. So just do what you want and see what she responds to.
Yeah.
Does
Literally.
it? You heard it. She said it. She's like, yep, 100%.
100%. I feel like guys and girls need to have these conversations with each other as well. So then they actually understand each other. Because I don't think guys and girls understand each other. And everybody's trying to play it cool.
Yeah.
And no one wants to get hurt rather than just being upfront about shit.
Yeah. But I'll be honest. And maybe I'm biased because I'm a guy.
Okay.
I think us men, we're very simple and consistent in the sense of this.
Yeah.
What we like on date 1, we're going to like on date 30.
Like what sort of thing?
So like, okay, so like for example, let's say a guy goes on a date with a girl, goes really well, stuff. I know they go for dinner and they go to a theater. And then let's say, you know, she like pulls him close for like a really like passionate kiss, like down the side, like an alleyway or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, wow, she's like, cool, that's spontaneous. I love that, right? He's going to love that day 30, month 30, he's going to be like, he's going to love that, right?
Yeah.
Whereas, and like I said, maybe I'm biased, I'm a guy.
Okay.
I feel like there's some things that girls will love at one point, and then under a different time, she doesn't want that. So like, for example, I'm not saying you wanted this, but I'm saying, for example, the guy who's the alpha go-getter who doesn't listen to anyone.
Yeah.
That's really attractive. Because he pays his own way.
Yeah.
He's on his own path. This is a man who leads. He knows where he's going. I like that.
Yeah.
Until it doesn't serve what you want.
Yeah.
Until you're like, yeah, but I don't want you to do that. I understand. I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah. Because that's what he was like at the start.
Because that's what he was like at the start.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I think that's, for guys, and may bring some enlightenment, for guys, that's what's confusing for us, because it seems like one moment a girl will want one thing that really works with her.
Yeah.
And then a different moment, she wants something different.
Yeah, I guess.
And then I've seen things about like, you know, when she's on the pill, the kind of guy she's attracted to is different than when she's off it. Then like depends on what part of her cycle she's in. So for girls ovulating, she wants that alpha dominant guy. But if she's close to her period, she wants the soft,
we
tender
need cuddles
guy.
and love. Literally.
Guys, you can't win.
This
boy.
is,
I
feel like, I don't know for other girls, but for me, the perfect guy is the alpha strong guy, but who's soft for me. So external to the rest of the world, strong, powerful, ambitious, all of that, but then will come home and treat me like a princess. That is the perfect man.
I hear you. Okay, I have a question. I hear you. You said like the perfect man is like, he's a king, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you want to treat you like his queen?
Yeah.
How do queens treat their kings?
Like they look after them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who is the leader of the castle?
The guy.
The king.
Yeah.
So if you want something and he wants something, what happens with the king and queen?
What do you mean? Like the guy would get
As in like, so let's say for example, okay, he wants to go right.
Yeah.
You want to go left.
Yeah.
Within a king and queen, which direction do they go?
We go left and right.
She tried. She tried. So I hear you, but this is where it's like that doesn't exist. It's not a thing. I don't mean in the sense of a guy's not gonna be soft with you. Of course he is.
Yeah.
If you're his woman, you're probably one of the only people who's gonna see that soft side.
Yeah.
But if he's a king, he's a king.
Yeah.
And and he got there for a reason.
Yeah.
And so I think part of our challenge with dating today is about, can we accept the other side of that coin?
Yeah.
And that's actually what we need to ask ourselves. It's really easy to accept the things we love about them.
Yeah.
It's really easy to accept the things we find attractive about them.
Yeah.
But there's always another side to that coin. And we have to ask, okay, this attractive quality I like about them, the other side of that coin, can I accept that? Can I manage that?
Yeah.
If the answer is no, then that really attractive quality, that's not for you.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So for example, I say this to guys, right? If you're going to be with a girl who's gorgeous, she's a model, whatever, she's going to get attention from guys constantly.
Yeah.
More likely.
Yeah.
Right? Can you accept that? If you can't accept that, you shouldn't be with that kind of girl.
Yeah.
You can't be like, I want a gorgeous girl that no guy's gonna ever give attention. What?
Yeah,
In
that's
what
not a
planet does
thing.
that exist?
Yeah.
What planet does that exist, man?
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like, you know, guy we talk about, you know, sex, body count, all this stuff. Guys would be like, yeah, I want a girl who's like a porn star in the bedroom, but also want a girl who's had like barely any experience.
Yeah.
And what planet does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like she's
Yeah.
a porn star in the bedroom, but she's only been like 2-3 guys. That's
Yeah.
you're not gonna find that. It's unlikely.
Yeah, they need someone that they can train up.
Maybe that's what they want,
to
right?
Do it for them.
True, right? But in that case, when you meet her, she's not gonna be the best sex you've ever had.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Can you accept that for the idea of this chastity, you know, that you find attractive?
Yeah.
So I think for a lot of women, and this is why I said the whole narcissist thing, I think reality is a lot of qualities that women find very attractive: confident, charismatic, alpha, whatever that means, right? Go-getter, doesn't settle.
Yeah.
Can you accept the other side of that, where sometimes it is going to be his way or the highway?
Yeah. But I think that's not so bad, but it's like the gaslighting side of it.
That's bad. That's toxic, whatever kind of person.
Yeah.
I agree. But would you don't have to share this if you don't want to.
Yeah,
would you say that's been your experience with most of the guys you've been with?
Not most of them, but quite a few. Yeah.
Like relationships, you mean?
Yeah. I've always just been like a relationship person, so I've never really like dated around or anything like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know from like a dating perspective.
Yeah.
Guys like, I don't know. I feel like they only become those kind of people when they're in a relationship. I don't know, I guess, because I haven't really like dated loads.
So you mean like they did it show up with it in the beginning of the relationship?
No. It's only like the deeper in it would get. And then by that point you then like I would find myself going crazy and I'd be like, I swear like this didn't happen, or they're seeing it from a different perspective or point of view or whatever. And then I would say to my friends like, oh, this happened, like what do you think? And they'd be like, yeah, no, he's gaslighting you. And I'd be like, oh really? Like, oh, so I'm kind of I'm trying to see it from their point of view. And they're like, no, like you're gonna lose yourself. You need to stop this. This is what you always do. You end up changing yourself to become what they want you to be. And then that's still not even what they want you to be. So it would be, really fucked up.
Do you know what's so interesting? I think a lot of guys feel that as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that a lot of guys feel like they have to be the guy who ticks all these boxes for her.
Yeah.
And then he gets the girl, but then it's like she wants him to be someone else at different times.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's just not enough.
Yeah.
I think in the nicest way possible, I don't know who your friends are.
Okay.
I don't think when you're having an issue with a guy, you shouldn't go to them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think you should go to a man in your life.
Yeah.
Who obviously would not want to sleep with you.
Yeah.
I think every woman needs a man in her life that she can go to for the male perspective.
Yeah.
Who obviously would never have anything with her. So like maybe an uncle, brother, dad. I use the term male friend loosely because the truth is most guys would sleep with most women. So if he would sleep with you, it's not ever just purely platonic. But yeah, I think that's really important because in the nicest way possible, a lot of the time, and I think some girls have that one girl that go, I know she's just gonna give it to me straight.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of girls like, well, if you're coming to me upset, I'm gonna comfort you.
Yeah.
I want to tell you what's soothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not saying that. It's not saying that's not needed.
Yeah.
But I don't think that helps you understand him.
Yeah, no. In my friend circle, I have certain friends that I would go to because I know.
Nice.
And I say to them, am I being toxic? And they'll be like, yes. Or they'll be like, no. Or like one of my best friends, we always say we're really good for each other because we just tell each other straight.
Nice.
So like,
that's good.
They'll ring up and be like, oh my God, this and this has happened. And I'd be like, right, okay, you're being a bit crazy. Take it back, calm down.
Yeah.
Let's assess this. And then they'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I didn't see it from their point of view. And
that's
then
good,
they go back. So yeah, I think it does. And I think a lot of it comes from just like age as well and maturity. Like some of my younger friends or even some of my older friends who just hate men, you cannot go to them because whatever you say, they're gonna hate them. Even if they've done something nice. So say, I don't know, some of them where they're like, oh yeah, they came home with some flowers. All right, what did you do? It's like,
Damn.
oh no, he's just actually being nice. And then they get in your head.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking, shit, no, wait, maybe what did he do something? I don't know.
Victoria,
like they're not the good friends.
Misery loves company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're all recruiters, whether we realize it or
Yeah.
not. We're all looking to recruit people to our group.
Yeah.
So if I'm sitting here and I hate women, when guys talk to me, I'm trying to recruit them to hate women.
Yeah.
Whether we realize it or not. Are these friends of yours, are they like attractive? Would you say they're attractive women? Like who, like, let's say, hate men, for example?
Yeah. They've like, some of them have just had like a really bad time with them. But then equally, you can see, so I'm really spiritual and into like healing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I can see people's energy. So I can see like they've got stuff that they need to deal with because they're projecting it onto every single person that they meet.
Yeah.
So I'm always very wary of those kind of people anyway, because I feel like they just drain me and I'm very careful about what I tell them.
Yeah, of course.
Because sometimes other people's negative energies, it can just seep into you without you even realizing it. So yeah, like most of my friends, they are like all really, really good looking. So they've all kind of had these kind of experiences, and some of them have used it to learn from, and others haven't. They haven't like seen in themselves where they've been toxic as well, because they just fully project that onto other people.
Yeah. This is why I say, and I have 2 younger sisters.
Yeah.
And I definitely have had conversations and input in terms of the kind of men they should choose and should like give opportunity to.
Yeah.
I think every woman needs that in their life.
Yeah, definitely.
Because when you have somebody, if you're an attractive woman, you attract all kinds of guys that you have no interest in, guys you have high interest in, guys who are really great, guys who are toxic, guys who would treat you amazing, guys who would manipulate. You're attracting all of them.
Yeah.
How can you know who to give your energy investment to?
Yeah.
Because the only way you know if you don't have anyone helping you is by trial and error.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, especially for a woman, if you're going by trial and error, you're gonna pick a lot of bad ones along the way.
Yeah.
That's gonna affect how you see yourself, how you see men, and all that does, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because I promise you, the kind of attractive quality men who are healthy, they will see that energy from these women and they will stay clear.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
And then the only men that they attract are the guys who be like, yeah, I'm going after her because she's paying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they don't have any other more substance
And
than that.
nothing
And then
else
she
to
goes,
them.
see, all guys are trash.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, babe, it's because those are the guys you're choosing to attract and that you're choosing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think they would change about the dating world, dating landscape today, Andrew, if you could change one thing?
I don't know. I think just people being open about things. I don't know. Maybe just being like, even on a first date, having these kind of conversations as well. Like, I think a lot of people are quick as well to say, like, I don't know, you go on a date with someone, they start talking about like past experience, like, oh, so why did you split up with your ex? They instantly get on the defense and like almost just want to attack the ex, rather than being like, oh, it didn't work out because they were like this, but then I was like this as well. Like, no one wants to admit to their own faults with things.
Why though? Because
I don't know. Because people just want to put their best out.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I mean, I do get that. I'm just giving you the tea. I'm just giving you the male perspective. Yeah. If as a guy, if he goes on a date with a girl and she's like, oh, my ex is like toxic, he's like, red flag.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I would be like as well.
You're not that they're not toxic, but you are a problem.
Yeah.
Because if you're saying that all your exes are toxic, A, how have you been choosing this man?
Yeah.
B, are you still jaded? Right?
Yeah.
If that passion is coming through, because that means what? So I have to work harder so you can trust me. Why do I sign myself up to that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the truth, right?
Yeah.
And the third reason as well, it's like, okay, it tells me that not only about the choices that you've made, but maybe now there's some things that you're always going to be questioning about me
Yeah.
because of what some other guy did.
Yeah, like insecurities and stuff. They're just gonna instantly
Insecurities,
put them on them.
pain. Maybe there's certain like triggered things that trigger you now.
Yeah.
And it sounds really bad, but I think sometimes some women think, oh, well, if I'm telling about how bad all my exes were, that shows how amazing I am. It's like, it does the opposite.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's what I think when guys are like, oh yeah, my ex was crazy. A girl's instant thought is, what did you do to make her crazy? Literally, that's the first
why don't girls give guys the benefit of the doubt? Because if you meet a girl, she goes, yeah, my ex was like toxic narcissist.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yeah, maybe he was. But if a guy goes, yeah, my ex was a toxic, crazy girl.
Yeah.
You go, what did you do? Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think girls have this
Girl
halo
code.
effect.
We have this code where
They have this halo.
we are perfect.
But do you know what's funny though? And this stuff's hilarious. What's really funny is that when a girl's dating a guy, she'll be like, every other girl is perfect, must be you. But when she's in a relationship with a guy, she's like, no woman can be trusted.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
Funny that.
Yeah.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know. Yeah.
I think women know.
I don't know. I don't know what it would be. I think
Like suddenly every girl's like fucking after your man, trying to get him, can't be trusted, like all of this. But it's
maybe
like
because
6 months ago, you saying every woman's perfect. Like, what's going on?
do you know what? I think it would maybe be because you see that guy as so amazing and as valuable.
Yep.
You think other girls are going to see that same quality and then want to take them. I don't know.
But why do you think that just because they see him as a great guy, that they would actually try and take him? Because that's the toxic part.
Yeah, I don't know.
But every girl thinks every girl's like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it's because you're like that. If I see a great guy.
Maybe we are toxic. Girls, I think we're the problem.
It's so fun. I love it. It's true. I think part of it is because I do think there's an element of girl code.
Yeah.
There's an element of girl code when it comes to guys they don't like.
Yeah.
When it comes to guys they like, all of that goes out the window.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Girls just get very territorial, I think.
Yeah. If it's a guy that a girl doesn't like, he's saying, yeah, well, she's doing this. Yeah, like, well, what did you do, bro? You're the problem. And he may have done, no one's perfect. He probably would have done some stuff. But when it comes to a guy that she likes, she wants, I can't trust any bitch in here. Can't trust any of you. This one where she's wearing that tight dress because she's trying to get my man.
She wasn't my man, not any other man. She just
was
mine.
But even friends though, I've seen it where
really?
like as in when I say friends, as in like I've heard girls be like, my girl wore this because she knew my man was coming and my man's amazing.
No,
and I'm like, to that extent, guys, we just don't.
Yeah,
we're not like that.
I've never had any worries about any of my friends.
Yeah,
I've never. I think because I know my friends wouldn't.
Yeah.
But then I don't think any guys I'm with would go with my friends either. That's never been a thing for me.
Yeah, I hear that. What's one more thing you want to ask before we wrap up? If you were to ask all guys one thing, what would you ask them?
Oh my God, I don't know. I'm not good at it on the spot.
That's all right.
What would a guy's perfect girl be? What do guys actually want? Because we don't know what guys want. I think guys don't know what girls want either.
I think we know what girls want.
I think guys just want peace.
We hear it all the time.
Oh, okay.
we hear the tick box.
Perfection.
We hear the tick box. We hear it. Okay. Obviously, I don't speak for all men.
Yeah.
But I think I have a pretty good idea that is close to universal.
Okay.
Girl who looks after herself.
Yeah.
Who doesn't put herself out there sexually. Who is feminine.
Yeah.
And who knows how to choose her battles.
Yeah.
What is important, what isn't important.
Yeah.
For example, if you're with a guy, masculine guy, looks after you. He says he was going to do the dishes one night. He didn't do them. I get that's annoying.
Yeah.
But if he looks after you, he loves you, takes care of you, he's considerate of you, in the grand scheme of things, are the dishes that much of a big deal? No.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes if a guy is doing those things, so not every guy does those things, right?
Yeah.
Not every guy is bringing that to the relationship for the woman.
Yeah.
If he does those things and she's picking at him with certain things, he's like, I bring all this stuff for you and for us.
Yeah.
And you're having to go at me with this, let it go.
Yeah.
I know it's annoying, so what? Because I promise you, there'll be things that you will do as a woman that he's like, I'm not the biggest fan, but I accept it because it makes her happy.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I think that's something that a lot of guys really do look for.
Yeah.
You know, just like, also just general, just a girl who wants to make his life easier. Like, she wants to add value to his life. Because we do hear as guys, and I'm biased, I'm a guy, right? I get it.
Yeah.
But we hear as guys all the things women want us guys to bring to the table. Cool, fair enough.
Yeah.
But then you ask a woman, okay, so what are you going to do for him? Well, he gets me.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not fair.
I'm a bit like, okay, you're cool, but here's the thing. He wants you for who you are, but he'll stay because of how you show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what value are you bringing to a relationship?
Yeah.
Are you an asset to his life? Because especially a guy who's healthy, has a healthy sense of self-esteem, if he's bringing a lot, he's going to be looking for that.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get it, and this is why I think, not saying that love bombing isn't a thing, but I think sometimes what can happen is in the beginning, he'll be showing up in that way, showing a lot of interest because that's who he is.
Yeah.
But what women, I think, fail to realize is that he's not doing that because he thinks you're amazing. He's doing it because he hopes you're amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Because he doesn't know who you are.
Yeah.
Right? So all of that is an investment.
Yeah.
What does an investment mean? That he's going to get a return. If he feels like he's not getting a return, he's going to stop doing it.
Yeah. Do you know what? That was literally my next question. Why do guys do stuff at the start and then it drags off?
Because if he feels like he's not getting a return,
Yeah.
if he feels like she's not reciprocating in the ways that are meaningful for him,
Yeah.
any smart man, any smart investor is not going to continue pouring money into a stock that he's not getting a return on.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you reciprocate in those meaningful ways, he's actually going to invest more. Because like, cool, I'm getting a return on my investment. The more I invest, the more I get back.
Yeah.
Right? And I think sometimes that can happen and women think, oh, he love bombed me. He was like all out in the beginning that he just went cold. Well, yeah, he went cold because he felt like you weren't pouring into it as much as he was.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, that's a big reason.
But then what if they are? So this was one that I had where I was doing everything all the time.
What's everything?
So I feel like I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
Go on.
So they lived at my house.
Mm-hmm.
I paid for everything.
Okay.
I paid all the bills, everything. I made sure I would get up at 4 a.m. to make his sandwiches for work every day. I would have food on the table when he would get home because I work from home anyway.
Right.
So, and I get up early anyway. So I'd be like, I'm getting up early. I'll make you your food so you don't have to worry about that.
Nice.
They were going through a bit of shit with their job. So I was like, don't worry about it. I'll cover all the bills, whatever. It's fine. And I then found the more value I added, the worse it got. Like the lazier he would then get.
I hear you. So I would say, stereotypically, all the stuff you're doing at home in terms of like preparing breakfast and stuff, make sure he's taken care of in that sense, amazing, for sure. I think the things that, because you were bringing a lot of the feminine value to the relationship, which is beautiful, and guys love that. I think the elements where it's more, he should have taken responsibility, you shouldn't have taken responsibility for.
Okay.
So like, for example, like if you're saying you were always paying for everything, it's fine if he's going through a tough time. But if it's like, oh, he's not even job hunting or anything.
Yeah.
What's important, it's great that you're doing that, but you have to have a standard for that.
Yeah. I think I dropped the standard
Do you know what I mean?
low that he then didn't feel like he needed to do anything because it was like, oh, she'll do it anyway.
Yeah. But then what I would say then is that that's a reflection on him, not what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you're right. You can do the right thing.
Yeah.
But for the wrong person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we have to be careful because I think sometimes girls would do this and I'm like, I did it for this guy and he still played me or whatever, so I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, and that's where I ended up being at. Like recently, I was like, I'm never doing that shit for anyone ever again.
I hear you. So just because we gave the right treatment to the wrong person doesn't mean you should then give the wrong treatment to the right person.
Yeah.
Because the right kind of guy, he's going to reciprocate that tenfold because the masculine is naturally generous.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Listen, Victoria, we're going to wrap it there.
Yep.
It's been an absolute pleasure having you on. Thank you for coming on, being patient with the tech as well. If people want to find you and follow you, everything that you're doing, where can they find you?
On Instagram is probably the best place.
Yeah, what's your Instagram? Plug it.
At _ Victoria Emily _
Awesome, perfect. Well, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you sharing your energy with us today. Guys, go give Victoria, Emily. Go give Victoria a follow, a like, all that good stuff. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.